Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Crypto Trend Trader, and today we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin. But before we get started, I'd like to remind you that it's not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. These markets are extremely volatile, so please trade at your own risk. Alright, so here we have Bitcoin. I'm looking at the 4-hour, and we have it on Bitstamp right now. And if you watched the last video, we basically threw a couple fibs on the chart here, and essentially we were looking for the reactions that we were getting off the different fib levels, try to get an idea as to where our targets were going to be. And we had said we were basically expecting this to break down out of this channel of resistance at the top of the triangle here. And what we had put in here since the last video is this blue support line. We had basically cruised up here and then come back down and touched it. They gave us basically like 2, or if you want to count it, 3 touches, 1, 2, 3 right here. So we were expecting a reaction off this. So what we're expecting to happen now is maybe get a little bounce, or at least consolidate here around the 0.5 of this yellow fib level. And then eventually what we're expecting to happen, since we did lose this this yellow support line, actually really it's a resistance line, but once we broke above it, we were treating it as support. Now that we've lost that, we're expecting to come back down again and essentially come down either to this dark green line here, the bold green line, which is our initial support that we formed for the descending triangle, or possibly even break through it, come back for a retest, and then come all the way down here to the blue line, which is our final support for the triangle. And again, if we get a powerful move, it is possible that we do break out of the bottom. But I think right now, just based on everything going along, we're more likely to end up somewhere in this range right here. So I would expect a strong reaction off the green support line. If that doesn't hold, the blue support line down here, and if that doesn't hold, we're going to look down to our next target here at this 0.5 level right here. But again, we are going to go ahead and buy up this support when it comes back down here. We've been buying this support zone the whole entire time it's been in this triangle, and we've been selling the resistance zone the whole entire time. So full disclosure, it's not financial advice, but we are short in this market. Prior to this dump, if you watch our previous video, we did show a couple trade setups, so you can get the exact setup that we were using. So here we are. We basically come down here, we tested this, and now we're just waiting to see what happens. It is possible we could get pinched right here and dance around and still come back up and break out to the top. But based on the oscillator indicators, the amount of time we've just been consolidating right in this area with no buy pressure coming in. Weekly candle just closed. Wasn't very decisive one way or the other. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and pull up. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the weekly so we can kind of take a look at it. Basically, we had this one form for last week, which doesn't tell the market anything, but it's definitely not bullish, especially after we've been getting basically like 2 strong moves up and then 3 back down to the same spot, and then 1 up, and then we got the next one back down red again, and now you'll see we immediately started selling off this week. So now we have basically expecting to come down here and essentially just fill out that triangle. Now there's one thing I noticed on the weekly. I know people have been arguing that we're in this pattern right here. Actually, I don't really need that. I know people have been arguing that we were basically filling out this, or now I'm seeing people go crazy because they don't know what they're doing and they're drawing something like this. Guys, that's not how you draw a triangle. You don't start the triangle in the middle of a random move. Okay, you need to start it at the top here, or you need to start it at the bottom here. You need to pick 2 points, a top and a bottom, or a bottom and a top, based on the direction of the trend, and then you can make those your 2 points, and you can start going from there to fill out a triangle. You can't just start drawing it wherever you want. But what I did notice, though, is if you actually look at this on the weekly, we have essentially a hard resistance on the top right there, and we have a hard resistance on the bottom right there. So we really are, I mean, I knew we were inside this channel and everything and been trading it accordingly, but we really are in just a sideways channel. I mean, on the weekly, we have not gotten a weekly candle close outside of this channel. So I would not expect any prices higher than 11,363 or any lower than 95.35. I would not expect any prices higher than that or lower than that without a definitive break. If we break through this and we close on the weekly outside of that, that's our strong move. That's our trending move, and that's the next move we're going to get in on. So there you have it. I just wanted to touch base a little bit. We did get the break that we've been talking about, and we've already laid out some targets pretty clear and everything. Everyone knows how we feel and what we're expecting. Again, like I said, we got this reaction off of this upward sloping trend line, but it is important to remember that the older a line is, the more influential it is. And obviously, this line is not that old. It started here on the touchdown at the end of August on the 29th, and we've respected it a few times along the way. But again, all these other lines are much more influential, much more important, especially the fib levels and the horizontals. So there you have it. I just want to touch base with Bitcoin and just give everybody an idea as to what we're doing and what we're expecting to happen here. It's still the beginning of the week, so a lot can happen. We're going to keep our eyes on it, keep putting out fresh content. I'll have a couple more videos for the indicator series and probably do a little bit of educational this week as well. So thanks for checking us out. Appreciate you tuning in. Give us a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or anything, leave it down below. And Crypto Trend Trader, signing off.